Aquarius, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-March 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's happening for the lovely Aquarians. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going, my gods. Talk to me. What do we got for the Aquarius collective here? As we move closer into Aries season. I mean, we're right on the borderline here. Still in Pisces, technically. But yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Aquarius, please. Mid to late March. What's happening with my friends? Nice and quick. Okay, so this has been a theme that I've been seeing throughout the zodiac for weeks now. Not just you, not just air signs, not even just air and fire. The whole zodiac, there is something tugging at the strings of the past. And we see our friend here with that stylish haircut, and there is some link there. There's a lot of reminiscing. It reminds me of the Six of Cups in a big way. Now, before we really dive too much deeper into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the March subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about our good friend over here. He's wearing a snazzy suit. He's got that cool haircut, and it looks like he's looking at a film of some sort. Now, if you are familiar with this oracle deck, the film that he's looking at is actually a still of another card within here, and both of these cards have links to the past. They could represent two individuals that have each other on the mind. So for some Aquarians, maybe there is someone that you have on the mind and they have you on the mind and you're both like thinking about each other. When I see this card, I do think of that, but it also represents the past. So for some of you, there is some sort of link to the past showing up here in the front end of the spread. Whether you're doing reminiscing, whether you're catching up with somebody, like it's just giving me that link. Okay, I'm not saying it's something that's going to swing back around just yet. But when we're getting close to eclipse season, like things about the past do show up a little heavier than they normally do. So we're just going to put him down over there. Another thing that this guy could represent is entertainment, like he is watching a film. So for some of you, there could be something surrounding entertainment. Okay, so just take that however it hits. Let's get into tarot now. And yeah, I always say the first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So 3 cards in the upright, then we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. So let's go here, my gods. What do we got for Aquarius? And while we get this deck all shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. It was different. It was much different than the type of energy I normally get for Aquarius. The reading was titled A Sudden Stop. And the big vibe I was getting, it's like the energy was moving, and then there was like a screeching halt in the energy. So if you've experienced anything like that recently, I mean, it did feel a little jarring. Okay, so we're going to see what we have for you this week. I usually like it when the energy flows, but I mean, as you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, right? Because we could be seeing your vibe or someone that you're linked to. Let's get 3. What do we got here for Aquarius? Thank you. Okay. All right. We got the Wheel of Fortune. So if the energy was stuck, it won't be stuck for much longer. This is powerful karmic energy here with the wheel. Luck could be on your side. I do like it. And get that put right there. Let's get 2 more out. What do we got for Aquarius, please? Thank you. Tower. Ooh. Okay. Now, I'll say this. Libra had a tower as well, and their tower was actually a very good tower, so maybe yours will be too. Let's get 1 more here. Thank you. Okay, Chariot. All right, so if that energy was stopped and stuck, all of these cards are the complete and total opposite of what I picked up for you last week. So we have the yin to the yang happening here. Very, very powerful cards, each and every single one in their own right. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, I'm almost overwhelmed by the amount of power that's coming off of these cards. We got the Wheel of Fortune, we got the Tower, we got the Chariot. These are some of the strongest forces in the whole entire deck. The only thing we're missing here is like Judgment, and that would really round out the top 4, to be honest with you. But we're just going to really have to differentiate because we have the cycles changing and moving. We have double karmic cards. We have the shock. We have like determination and forward momentum. So there's a lot happening here. Okay, so let's go through piece by piece and really start to build this out, whether this is all one situation or multiple. I do feel like luck is on your side regardless. That's the good thing, because we're starting with the Wheel of Fortune. And I always say the wheel, to me, it's my good luck charm. Whenever I see it in a spread, whether it's in the upright, whether it's in the reverse, this is a very lucky card. Now, it could represent the cycles of life. Notice that it is in a circle, so it could represent karma, karmic cycles, karmic situations, all that stuff. But the thing with the wheel is it's change, but it happens suddenly. It's fast. And when it's next to a card like the Tower, when it's next to a card like the Chariot, these are very fast, quick-moving types of energies. So there could be things popping up, whether it's behaviors, whether it's people, like the situations, like things just happen very suddenly. It's like going from 0 to 100, 0 to 100. When last week for you, the energy was going from 100 to 0, where it was like stopping suddenly. Now the floodgates are open. That's what I'm feeling so far. Now, yes, we do have to clarify all this and see what's up. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I would say the wheel is a good sign, especially like with what we have coming up and the powerful energies that we have moving. It's just so sudden and it's jarring, but in a different way than what we had last week. Like, it's like being on a roller coaster that just like blasts off. Moving to the center, we do have the Tower. Okay, now if you watch tarot, you know what these towers represent. Don't be too nervous about the symbolism. Now, zodiacally, this could represent a Scorpio. I also link the wheel to Sagittarius because of the Jupiter link. We also have back here the Chariot, which is the Cancerian. So we have some zodiac links here. Lots of water on the back end, but the Tower is a shock. The Tower is a surprise, the unexpected, something that happens, like I said, from 0 to 100. It's just a very jarring type of energy. It's super powerful. Now, the one thing that always gets misconstrued is that not every tower is a bad tower. There could be really good energies attached to it. There could be good surprises, good unexpected or shocking energy for sure, like I saw within the Libra reading. So this could be good. The Tower is also a phallic symbol, so there are little aspects to sexuality here. The internal combustion that we're all feeling. So you might be running a little hotter than you normally do, Aquarius. It's all good. There could be certain things where you're wanting to hit the reset button on too. Like, all right, well, let's try again. Try again. So we'll revisit that. Now, moving to the very back end, we have the Chariot. Just as powerful as these other ones, if not even more. This is the fastest moving card in the whole entire deck. Now, for some of you, maybe you're going to take a spontaneous trip or something, because this could represent distance, it could represent travel, stuff like that. Doesn't always have to, though. When I see the Chariot, I think of action, either forward or back, like to or fro. So we're going to have to see what direction this Chariot's moving in. It's a card of determination, like I'm going to keep going, I'm going to keep moving. It's a good card, but there's just so much power in all this energy here, Aquarius. We want to step lightly through all this. Now, I do always say when it comes to the Chariot, we need to remember that chariots were originally built as an instrument of war. So there is a little undertone of conflict within the Chariot that we want to keep an eye on, but it's just so powerful. This whole spread is extremely powerful. So I want to dive deeper on all of it. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for Aquarius, please, my gods. And I think I saw a Tower for you like 2 or 3 weeks ago. If it wasn't a Tower, it was Tower-like energy, and now it's popping up for sure, right smack center in the middle. But yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that wheel. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Aquarius, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Wheel of Fortune time. Why is the wheel here from my good friends? Cute. Okay, 2 of Cups in reverse here underneath. Okay, so someone's energy towards you or your energy towards somebody else could be very much in flux, right? Where you might feel like, all right, well, 1 second, they're the best thing in the world. The second, I can't stand them. Like, it's giving me that odd mixture of energy here, Aquarius. So that's something to watch out for. For another portion of you, you could be having big changes in emotion and feeling. When I see the wheel with the Two of Cups in reverse, remember, once again, whenever we see anything attached to the wheel, we need to think of a lucky outcome with it as well. So the Two of Cups in reverse could represent underneath the wheel, if there's someone you haven't been seeing eye to eye with, there could be a time where you could mend a bridge here. That's a really good positive message that I'm feeling intuitively. I don't necessarily feel this is someone that you were like, you're in a good place with, and then, you know, this week, now you're just having a complete and utter fallout. To me, especially in the first position, there could be a possibility to switch this around, turn it from the Two of Cups in reverse into the upright. Okay, so just keep that in mind. There could be like changes of emotion, changes of feeling, change of heart in this time. Okay, and it's given me that extreme of energy where it's like, okay, well, yeah, no, I don't miss them at all. And then completely like devastated, like I need them back. Like it's giving me that odd type of energy where it's like extreme to extreme, extreme to extreme. So just keep that in mind as you move throughout the week, that your feelings towards others or their feelings towards you could be going through some big extreme swings. That doesn't take away from the fact that what I said, you could still repair something or mend a bridge with someone as well. Let's keep moving forward. So here we go. That's our first change, like change in personal relationships or feelings. Let's see what the rest of the reading has for us. And it does feel more towards the positive. So why is the Tower here? Okay. All right. We have the King of Pentacles in the upright underneath the Tower. I do feel like this could be a good Tower for a big portion of you, whether this is like money coming in or something like that. But this is an unexpected or a shocking change. Okay, that's just like the best way I could put it. Because when I see the King of Pentacles, I think of firm, I think of stable. This is a well-grounded type of energy. When you connect the Tower with the King of Pentacles, that's a shakeup. So some of you watch out. Yeah, I do feel for a lot of you, there could be like a nice influx of money or good things in regards to work that could be coming in. But it could also go in the opposite for some of you. So I feel like this is a reading about extremes. For some of you, either these energies are going to go extremely well for you, or you might want to stay in the house for a few days when I'm seeing all this, okay? And I'm not trying to be funny or joke too much, but that's the vibe I'm picking up. These energies in the coming days and weeks are either going to be extremely, extremely beneficial, or you should be laying low. That's a big thing. Either way, with this, and now we have this, so it's like we have personal relationships, now we have money. It's like we're getting all the different areas of life, and they're coming in shockingly fast or unexpected. So just know, things are shifting. Things are shifting, things are changing in a really big way, more so than anyone else in the zodiac. I feel like the Aquarians are going through it. So let's go in on the Chariot. Not going through it as in all of you are having a bad time, but there's just a lot of things in flux. There's a lot of things changing and shifting very powerfully. Let's keep moving over. Let's go in on that Chariot, then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the Shadow card. So why is the Chariot in the mix? What's this Chariot about? Thank you. I mean, there's a happy ending to this, at the very least. So we have the Ten of Pentacles in the upright underneath this Chariot. Really good stuff. So I like that we're starting to get a more grounded energy towards the back end. This is a really good thing. But once again, I just want to remind you, we're kind of looking at the big picture of life in this spread overall. Like not just the next couple of days, but like the big picture thinking. So I urge you to like look at this spread and feel the energies as if we're looking at the big picture, big journey. Because we have a lot of the karmic energy now. We have the personal feelings and relationships, possible monetary things here. Now we have friends and family showing up on the back end. So it's like all the important areas of life for most of us are showing up in this week's spread. Now the Ten of Pentacles is a win. This is a victory. And with all this powerful energy swinging, I know I said it could be extremes for a lot of you, where you could be experiencing both ends of the spectrum, right? Maybe some things, maybe personal relationships are in the dumps right now, but your money's good. Or it could be vice versa, where your money's in the dumps, but your personal relationships are good. I feel all this stuff like really being in a big swing, but the Ten of Pentacles in the upright underneath the Chariot tells me you're moving in a good positive direction. This does, once again, indicate good things in regards to money, stability, the home, the family. This is really good stuff. So I feel like, yes, a lot of the Aquarians are moving in the right direction. Even if it doesn't feel like it, even if things feel a little hectic, feel a little crazy, a little extreme, I think a lot of you are moving in a really good, prosperous, abundant direction. Things will start to solidify in the energy. That's another thing I'm picking up as well. You'll get through this. You'll get through what all these other energies are, regardless of how powerful they are. Sometimes change could be a little hectic, but if this is the end goal, this is claimable energy. The Ten of Pentacles is a level up type of vibes, and I really do like it. For another portion of you, if you have been wanting to travel or take a trip, this is Spirit giving you a green light as well. So I feel like this is an awesome ending to the reading, especially with what we were seeing. Let's go through and do a quick recap here. There's absolutely claimable energy here to be had. But if you kindly look in the box, my friends, position number 1, we have the Wheel of Fortune with the Two of Cups in reverse here. Now, this did tell me that I already gave you a few explanations of the extremes. This could be someone who's like your feelings for a change from moment to moment, or their feelings towards you, where it's like, yeah, no, I'm good. I don't even want to talk to them, to I need them. Like, it's giving me extremes like that. So there might be someone that's missing you, or vice versa. It could be both. But a big vibe I'm picking up here is if you did have a falling out with somebody, you could really mend that bridge. That could be coming up in this time. Moving to the center, we have the Tower with the King of Pentacles. Yeah, the shocking, unexpected, change-based type of energy. That things are going to be shaken up, right? It is here, but it doesn't necessarily feel treacherous. But I feel like for a lot of Aquarians, either things are really, really good, or they're going to be really, really rough. And it could be a mixture of both. Like I said, maybe your personal relationships are awesome right now, but your money's a little rough. Maybe your money's awesome and your personal relationships are rough. It really depends. But I feel like there's a lot of this extreme energy. Just be prepared for the change to ramp up in your life in different areas. Moving to the back end, we have the Chariot with the Ten of Pentacles in the upright. Beautiful. So if this is the end goal, Spirit is saying you're moving on the right direction, in the right trajectory. This is really good. You do have a victory coming in, and this is a payoff in the end. It's really nice. I did say for a portion of you, yeah, there's really good stuff around finances and work here, but I just like the energy you're moving towards. Even if right now you're in the midst of all this, the back end tells me like the ending, the end result, that's going to be happy, even if you're going through extremes here. Very claimable on the back end. And yeah, if you're planning a trip, Spirit's giving you the green light. So let's see what's in the shadows. Please feel free to take a screenshot of that, Aquarius. What's in the shadows for my Aquarians, please? And yes, my friends, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. It doesn't always have to be a challenge. Shadow cards can be very good. So what do we got? Oh, and yes, if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love and appreciation for my channel members. Okay, one card here. What do we got? What do we got for my friends in the shadows? Thank you. Quick. Tower. Okay, so repeating, especially with the air signs, you have the Tower in the shadows, so all that stuff. I would say just strap in and be prepared for it, my friends, right? It's good sometimes when we know like a tower might be coming down the pipeline. Now, I do feel for most of you, this is a good tower, right? So whether it's a monetary thing or a work thing, there could be a good surprise coming in or a good shock. And I really think that's very much claimable energy. But when we get the Tower multiple times, not only did we get 2 towers with the Wheel, with the Chariot, if you're familiar with tarot, you know how powerful these energies are. So when I see the Tower showing up for you once again, yeah, maybe some of you are still healing from a tower, specifically if you were connected to an earth sign. So if that's the case, Spirit might want you to really focus on that a little bit, focus on your healing and your wellness. But if you're not still dealing and working out a tower of some sort, just expect the unexpected. That's the big message we're picking up here. So yeah, Aquarius, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details. The March subscriber surprise. If you would like to get a personal reading done with me, you can find my digital calendar on mastermetaphysics.com, so please feel free to check it out. But for the March subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful, fantastic Tarot of the Owls. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, and second, let me know down in the comments, what is your favorite zodiac sign? And give me a couple reasons why. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.